Just let it be. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, just you and me.
You ready to roll?
Yep, let's go.
Welcome. We really appreciate everyone logging on and joining us tonight. Like, as y'all know, y'all could be literally anywhere, but y'all support is priceless. And we really appreciate, y'all taking the time to log on with us. My name is Thomas, co-founder of W.A.K.E.U.P Professional Services.
And my name is Brittany, and I am also the co-founder of W.A.K.E.U.P Professional Services. So before we get started, please go ahead and type your first and last name and your email address into the chat, okay? We want to make sure that we show love and show appreciation once it's all done. We also want to make sure that any information that we got coming up, that you guys are first to know, because that's what you are here. You're here tonight because you're first to know. All right, again, we want to welcome you. You could be anywhere, but you chose to take some time to learn more about what we've been up to and how, most importantly, we are ready to change our community's impact when it comes to generational wealth, okay? So,
that's fine.
All right, again, we are W.A.K.E.U.P Professional Services, LLC, and W.A.K.E.U.P for Wealth nonprofit organization. Thomas and I have been working this past year. We've been putting all of these great things together, and tonight we are probating. You want to tell them a little bit about what a probate is?
Yeah. Well, for most people, what a probate, it could be two things. They could be selling all your stuff, but you just ain't what that is, or this could be like with Greek organizations, like everybody knows that I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. So a probate is basically when you go over and then you come out for everyone to see you. So basically what we're doing is we're launching our business and we're coming out. This is something that should be done more in our communities, because how many times do we meet somebody or know somebody that had a business, a service that we could have even used, that no one even knows that they have it? Not because they're hiding their business, but because they haven't exposed the world to what it is they're doing. So so this is our launch. This is our probate, where we're letting everybody know what it is that we're doing from this point forward, just for the simple fact that we want to make a big impact in our community.
So who are we serving? We are going to service 15 to 25-year-olds. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's an interesting age group. Mm-hmm. Think about all the stuff that you've learned, all the wisdom you got. How many times have you said to yourself, man, if I knew that when I was 20? That's why we're going to start with this age group. We also are going to service the 26 to 45-year-olds as well, specifically because that's the age group we fit in. And throughout the process of building building our nonprofit and building our business, we've learned so much. So we're going to share with all of our peers and families and friends. And lastly, where I'm from, people would always say, I knew you before you was a twinkle in your mama's eye. And basically that's saying before you were even born or thought of, I knew your family. And so we also are going to be serving the twinkles in everybody's eyes and everybody up through the age of 99, because we're focusing on generational wealth.
Right. We're going to keep working on our twinkle. So you're probably asking, what is W.A.K.E.U.P? What do the dots represent? Well, W.A.K.E.U.P stands for wisdom, accountability, knowledge, economically empowering, uplifted people. That's what we want to do ultimately, is we want to wake up our community.
Now, here are some services that we provide, okay? Now, as you can see, we got quite a few, and let me just help you out right now, okay? We are making sure that we are educating people about all of these great services, but specifically, I want to touch a little bit on energy efficiency and grant writing assistance, and here's why. With energy efficiency, because the world is changing so rapidly and people are wanting to make sure that they are in ownership of more things, we want to encourage our people to be in ownership of their business, the energy as well, okay? And I ain't just talking about this good energy and these good vibes. I'm talking about lighting up your house too. We also are going to focus on grant writing, okay, and providing assistance. I know for me, when we were trying to figure out all of this greatness that we were showing you today, I was wondering, where do we get money to provide, the things that we need? Where do we get the support? And reaching out to various people, I had some good information from one of our friends. And from there, we decided that we wanted to be able to provide and guide people when it comes to them funding their own services as well. So grant writing assistance is something that we also are going to share and give people the opportunity to take advantage of.
So kind of like a one-stop shop resource.
Oh, basically.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
There always is, right? So with that being said, you can read. So I'm just going to point out a few different ones. First one being investments. Everybody thinks investments, first thing that comes to mind is what? Stocks, right? That's great. We definitely want to get more involved with that as we become more proficient in understanding that and create relationships with other people that understand how to invest properly, right? But what we're talking about is investing in the legacy, right? Because we want to build a legacy. We want to set it up to where our children's way, way, way down the line, they benefit from the investment that we put in now. We're investing in our community to make sure that our community has what it needs to be economically empowered, right? And then career scholarships and support. Like we'll do things like we'll ask the village, we'll ask the community to basically to donate, so that way we can pay for scholarships for people to go to real estate school. Because while it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, literally, right, to go to real estate school or to get your insurance license or to gain some type of certificate, for some people, that $300-400 or $1,000 may be the difference between why they haven't gone off and done that and been able to fire their boss, because now they can work in their passion, right? So we want to be able to create scholarships and support systems and resources that will allow people to be able to wean themselves off of their 9-to-5 jobs and have their own career or business. And then recreational activities. If you know me, you know I played football. I played baseball growing up. I do not hoop. I'm going to say it again. I do not hoop. With that being said, I wouldn't mind learning, but I'm not going to go to the local rec and just start playing basketball with the local guys because I'm like a straight up scrub. Just being honest with you. But what if there was an adult league where people could go and they could learn how to play basketball, right, as an adult and not be learning with children, or learn how to do karate, or learn how to swim, or just learn how to do different things that we wish we had learned as a child but didn't practice. But then now you're also being able to work out and get in better shape, right? Because that's very important, right? To be in the best shape. Because what's the benefit of having generational wealth and having all this money and having everything that you want if your health is deteriorated and you can't enjoy it? So like that's something that we want to work on. We want to partner with, and we want to create these type of opportunities for adults to feel comfortable to learn how to do things that they probably should learn how to do as a child. Even jumping rope. I know people that don't even know how to do hopscotch, or what's it called? Double dutch. Right? So, it's a lot of different things we can do.
So I'm sure you're asking, that's a lot of stuff. When are y'all trying to get started? Right now. That's what today is. We are letting you all know that we are ready to run. We are open for business. Okay. So here's just a couple of other events that we have coming up. I know you saw the flyers in the beginning if you logged in a little early. We have our Never Miss a Monday book club is something we're going to start June 8th. And basically, the wealth and all of the richest people in the world, they put all their knowledge inside of books. And for whatever reason, we don't like to read them. And so with Never Miss a Monday book club, this gives you an opportunity to join in with people who are wanting to just start reading more, okay? And it's accountability. It's just to help you read a little bit more each week to gain the knowledge that they're putting in these great books, okay? We also have Transcendent Thursdays. So Thomas and I both are all about positive vibes. We're all about good energy. And Transcendent Thursdays will be the first Thursday of every month where we are sending up positive vibes, and we are encouraging people to join us as we talk about personal development, and we talk about all the great vibes that we got.
Okay, so then we also have Splendiferous True Thursdays. Y'all know me. Y'all know I fancy myself as Mr. Splendiferous. That's my alter ego, my sexy side. With that being said, he has a lot of truth that he wants to get out. He wants to make sure that you understand it from his perspective, right? So every other Thursday, I'll be coming on and I'll be talking about different things that I've learned in my life as a whole.
All right. The next one is Shoot the SHIT with Queen B. And no, I didn't say a bad word. I didn't spell a bad word. Okay. So the S is going to be for savings, because it is imperative that we start saving. Okay. And even if it's something specific, whatever, we need to learn some tricks and trades that'll help us do better with our money. Right. The H will be for home ownership. We're going to talk about the the gaps, okay, between us and other cultures. We'll talk about some of the benefits and some of the perks of owning your own home. We're also going to talk about investing. Thomas mentioned it a little bit earlier, but not just the types of investments that you see and you that are trending. We're going to be talking about all types of investments and the benefits of it. And then lastly, of course, our favorite pastime, traveling. Where are some great places to go? Why should you travel? Why should you make this a priority? Okay. We also are going to have a grand opening. Right now, we're launching the business. You guys are the first to actually know some of this information that we're giving out today, but we are going to do a big grand opening for the community. We're going to have food. We're going to have DJ. We're going to have all the great things. So keep that in mind.
Right. And just to piggyback real quick on traveling, like a couple of years ago, I was able to go to Hawaii through my job, and it was a limited trip from the standpoint that I couldn't pick who I wanted to go with me, right? I had to choose. I don't take one person because I couldn't afford to go by myself. And fast forward here 6 years later, after implementing some of the things that we plan to teach, I've been able to put myself in a position where I can now take Brittany, my future wife, and we leave this Friday to go to Hawaii, which is something that, like I tell people all the time, it'll literally change my life. It showed me that for me to have the things that I want, I have to make changes. I have to make fundamental changes to what I do. So, that part's going to be very, very important. But to move forward, I spoke briefly about the GoFundMe scholarship opportunity. That's something that we'll be launching starting next month. The W.A.K.E.U.P for Legacy Scholarship Pageant. When I went to school at Paul Quinn College, Rue, that being said, we used to do what's called the Miss Omega South 5 pageant. And I really enjoyed doing that because it was a way for us to kind of put the women of the campus on a pedestal and allow them to be able to compete for a scholarship. Now, the scholarship didn't change the world, but with that being said, we were able to offer a $500 scholarship, right? So that's something I would like to continue to do because people are still going to want to go to college. So I would like to be able to do one for high school potentially, and maybe even one for Paul Quinn College and take that to other historically Black colleges and universities as well, right? And then you have the Reach Out Step Show. This is something that started off 15 years ago. This is basically where we have a community event, and it'll be hosted at an HBCU, preferably Paul Quinn College, where we can basically bring out the entire community and promote the benefit of going to colleges. Again, historically Black colleges and universities, and just kind of create that relationship between the college and then the entire Dallas-Fort Worth, right? So like these are things that we want to work towards, and we really have so much more that we want to do. These are just a few things that we want to highlight.
All right, so where is this taking place? Where are we doing this at?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
You from St. Louis, you say everywhere. Ain't no being there, it's
Everywhere, that's right. But we will be focusing a lot of our activities and stuff, of course, in the DFW area. But we are reaching out to everyone, okay?
So with that being said, you're probably asking, well, how? Well, how are we going to make this work? I mean, we can sit here and we can do a lot of work, but we can't do everything. Like, it's not designed for us to do everything. We didn't ask you all to come on and join us in launches and explain to you what we're doing because we're trying to do this ourselves. It's going to take a village. And we've all heard that expression, a village. But in a lot of cases, we've kind of gotten away from the village concept. Not in all cases, but a lot of cases, by and large, with our people, we've gotten away from the village concept. It's our responsibility as adults to make sure that people that come behind us, whether we have children, in our case we don't, or not, to make sure that way their path is a lot easier as they come behind us. So the village is you. The village is the people that you know that's not on here, people that they know that's not on here, so on and so forth. The village is us all. We have to come together to be able to do things that we need to do via what we call the triple threat, right? And that's insurance. It's not specific to life insurance, right? But that being said, insurance, entrepreneurship, land ownership, and generational wealth, all those things together equal generational wealth. But what's important to me and what's near and dear to me is insurance, life insurance. Why is that? It's because at the end of the day, we all have a timestamp. We don't know when that is, but we all are going to leave this earth at some point. So with that being said, there's no more guaranteed way that you can leave somebody some money than if you take out life insurance. So life insurance is one of the primary foundational points in allowing you to be able to set your family up again for generations, right? You can get as much as you can afford and as much as a company will approve you for. And you can have insurance for more than one company. So you can say, well, I have insurance. Job insurance does not qualify. You can work a job for 30 years, retire, and they tell you don't have life insurance anymore. So don't rely on job insurance. Get private insurance. You'll be doing your family a favor.
All right, we also are wanting to wake everyone up for entrepreneurship. Again, the key word is ownership. Me personally, being an educator, when I first started off in my career, I just knew that I was going to be a teacher for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. But as my dreams and as my goals for my family started to grow, I realized that's not going to get me where I want to go. Ownership is the key. And with that ownership, we are making moves, and we've made adjustments to where I will be walking away from teaching this year because of the ownership of the LLC and the nonprofit, and something else that we're going to share with you guys here in a second. So the importance of entrepreneurship and just the encouragements and the support of what you need to be able to do this successfully, no matter what it is. This is what we're going to be educating our community about as well. That way, again, we can enhance generational wealth. And then, of course, lastly, that trifecta, that big three, we got wake up for land ownership. Now, like I told you guys, you want to own your stuff, right? And you want to own your house. You want to own the dirt that the house is on. And we are excited about that because tonight we are telling you guys something that we hadn't told too many people. Y'all are like the first people to know. So I'm going to share something with y'all, and then we're going to move on.
Ooh, I want to see.
Wake up!
Oh, cover slipping. Wake up.
All right, so there was some high-tech moments right there, but I hope that you got from that little demonstration there that we are licensed real estate agents now, and we are ready to service the community right now, period, point blank. Like, seriously, this ain't no joke. Like, we are so excited about being able to share with you the importance of owning your own that we became real estate agents, y'all, in Texas right here, right now.
Right. So what makes us so special, besides being, Thomas, Mrs. Splendiferous, and Brittany, the Queen Bee, is that, who we decide to partner with and be our broker is Keller Williams, right? The best Southwest office, right? And since we've been apart, like, they've literally done everything to help us to be able to be the best realtors that we can be, from the mentoring manager that we have to getting 3 and 4 text messages a day, making sure that we know that there are training available for us to equip us so that we can better service our communities accordingly. And to me, that's very, very important, right? So you probably asking, why real estate, right? Why now? I mean, I can honestly say I've been in sales for 20 years, right? And people have always told me I should consider looking into real estate. And, I never did. And it wasn't until right now saying it that I was able to kind of put in words to why. It was because I honestly didn't have the confidence in myself that I could be able to put people in homes, right? Because I didn't own a home, and I didn't have the belief that I would be able to maintain a home, right? And it's these types of mindsets that we want to kind of get people out of, because I shouldn't have been 38 years old when I first decided to get to get a house, because I could have got a house at 25. I'm making great money at 25 years old. I could have got a house at 25. She could have got a house at 25. We could have met, and guess what? We could have created passive income through renting out the house, or we could have sold one house to pay off the other, created up to have a paid off home. It's so many different things that we could do. But how many of us either are still renting or didn't know that we can get a house till later on in our life, for just because we didn't make the proper steps and things to do to put ourselves in that position. So why now Texas? We're in Texas. We're in Dallas. At the end of the day, people are moving here all the time. I'm from St. Louis. She's from Livingston. You very seldom even meet people that are from Dallas, actually. So as Dallas continues to grow and boom, like, people are going to need homes. And we want people to understand the importance and the benefit of being home. There's nothing wrong with renting. Like I said, I did it the majority of my life. But if you have the ability to get into a home, why not? Right? Like, why not put yourself in a position where you can have a house? You shouldn't be 38 years old before you fully understand terms like escrow, equity, leverage, right? These are things that I should learn in my teens, things I should learn in high school or college, or just from rubbing elbows around the right people. So these are things that we want to teach people, terms we want to teach people, so that way they understand how to leverage information to gain what they need, right?
So with that being said, again, my reasoning for wanting to go into real estate was this house that we are in right now. This is actually going to be our first investment property, because I want a whole lot of land. Y'all know I'm from the country, and I have to get a whole lot. I want a whole ranch and everything. But with that being said, the process of buying our home and everything that we didn't know going in, I felt like if I had known this information, we could have felt, differently about the process. And I want to make sure that I am helping as many people as possible feel as good as possible about making the biggest purchase of their life, one of the biggest purchases of their life. I also, just like he said before, women, especially, people tell you all the time, wait till you meet your husband, then you buy a house. It could have been so much more. And just like I told you, servicing that group from the 15 to 25-year-olds, had I known then what I know now, how different would our finances look? What type of generational wealth would we already have established, because we knew before and we made choices before. So this is what it's all about. Okay, not only are we walking the walk, but we are going to talk the talk. We're going to make sure we're sharing the information that's important when it comes to buying and maintaining your properties, selling properties. We also are going to go back and buy back the block. That's something that we are excited about. Why? Regentrification, ain't that what you call it?
Right. Like I say, basically, like, you all probably have heard that expression where you buy back the block, and again, I say regentrification, because we all know that, certain neighborhoods that are, being purchased at a low price. Well, why is it that we can't go back and buy these neighborhoods back and fix the neighborhoods up for ourselves? I mean, we've all heard of Black Wall Street in Tulsa. We've all heard what happened. One of the main reasons why we don't have all the things that we want is because politically, in some cases, is just because we don't always have the economics necessary to gain what we need, right? So again, going back to that word leverage, you know what I'm saying? If we create the income and then we go back and take our neighborhoods, then we can start to grow and we can start to create from the ground, right? Like planting a seed. And then we can start to take back what is rightfully ours, right? So buying back the block is something that I believe in wholeheartedly. I look forward to the day when we have what's called a Johnson County, right? Even though Johnson County exists, but like a county of, like, basically we bought 3 or 4 blocks, and every house on the block, or almost every house on the block, we own, right? And we either rent to someone, right, who needs the assistance, or we're able to sell it back to someone at a realistic price, so that way they can own their dirt, right? So that's something that we're very, very passionate about, and we want to see grow accordingly. Right, even through what we've talked about with owning a mobile home community, right? We want to be able to make it so that way, if people don't want to have an actual home, but they also don't want to rent, well, there's nothing wrong with the mobile home community if it's a nice mobile home community and you create it in a nice way. So we definitely plan on owning a lot, keep going, a lot of land, right?
All right.
Oh, you forgot one thing. Ooh, you forgot the most important thing on that slide. We put the real, REAL, in real estate, baby. We do that.
Boom.
Huh?
All right. So the call to action, okay? You've been listening to us all this time, and now it's time for me to tell you exactly what we're going to need you to do, okay? And how you can help us. First thing, okay, take a picture of this slide, take a screenshot of this slide, okay? This is what I want you to make sure you utilize and you send to all of your friends and family who could benefit from our services. You may have a home, you may be happy where you are, okay? You may, already have life insurance, okay? Especially, if somebody who is a professional in life insurance, but I know you know somebody who could utilize something that we talked about tonight. So here is our website, and it is live, wakeupforlegacy.com. You also have Thomas's real estate email address, my email address at kellerwilliams.com. And then you also have the Wake Up Professional Services LLC at gmail.com. So utilize those email addresses. Check out our website. You can contact us there. We have our phone number there, 214-809-8258. And then, of course, everybody's favorite social media, go like our page on at Wake Up for Legacy, our Instagram, follow us at Wake Up for Legacy, and then our YouTube, Wake Up Professional Services.
Yeah, we need to get somebody to put us on the Twitter.
Twitter.
On the Twitter. Right. So another call to action we can have is, support and joining a Black bank, right? One United Bank is the largest Black bank in America, right? So when we decided that we were serious about this, we went and we invested in this bank, and we just simply created a checking account. We are not asking all of you to get off the phone right now, dump your checking account, whatever money you have in there, and take it over there. But what we are asking for you to do is to at least invest and create an account, because at the end of the day, that's how we're going to grow this bank, and that's how we're going to grow money in our neighborhoods and our communities, is by investing in the bank accordingly. And as we continue to grow through Wake Up, and we continue to grow through our partnerships, then we'll be able to do more through this bank. What does more mean? More means that we'll be able to help with mortgages, right? Getting people home loans, helping people to be able to get the financing they need to be able to do what? To start their own business. Things that we can't get in certain banks because of redlining and things like that. So joining this bank is bigger than just, I can say I joined the Black bank, right? It's the benefits of what will come from having joined. And I believe it's nationwide, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all over the world, correct? I mean, all over this country.
All over the country.
Right. So that being said, there's a lot of people on this call from different cities. You don't have to be in Dallas to open up this bank, right? You can be in St. Louis, you can be in Livingston, you can be in Louisiana, you can be in California, you can be in wherever you are. So like I say, we really want to make it imperative that you join this bank accordingly.
All right. So what's next? All right. So like I said, we gave y'all a lot of information. And with all this great information, we are going to also, hold on a second. We are going to also just kind of pub our next event. So like we told you guys before, we got that Never Miss a Monday book club.
Right.
Monday, June 8th, 2021, 6 p.m.
Right. So you see the book that we're doing a law of attraction. And the reason why we're doing a law of attraction is because this has been one of the key foundational pieces in us kind of making our transition over into putting everything together. Because I mean, a year ago, COVID hit, and there's a lot of things that happened. We wanted to have our real estate license last year, but not that COVID happened, to benefit us. That's not what I'm implying. In the year's time, when we found this, we were able to grow because we were able to attract the things that we wanted. And now that we're launching this, everything that we want is starting to come to us. So we're going to ask you all, if you're interested in being a part of the Never Miss a Monday book club, to get this. And it's all along. We're going to read however many pages, and then we're going to discuss it the following week. So that way we can apply what it is that we learn. And for those of you that logged on early, you heard a woman talking. She's the writer of the book. Her alter ego was called Abraham. So like I said, it's very powerful. We listen to that 30 minutes every single morning so we can start our day off right. If you're not listening to something when you first wake up, you start your day off behind the 8 ball. You have to start your day off with positive information.
Personal development. All right. So we want to thank you all so much for coming. But before you guys start logging off, if you have a business of some sort, whether it's clothing, makeup, whatever, please, please, please make sure that you check out our website and you go to the for our partners or vendors section, okay? And then let us know. That way, when we do get ready to do these types of events, we could definitely shout you out and we can work on working together to help support your business. Okay, so please, please, please do that. Again, from myself, I'm so thankful and grateful that you guys took time tonight to join us and to learn more about us becoming real estate agents and all the great things that we are wanting to do for our community. And if you logged in late, please put your name and your email address in the chat so we can pull it and then send you a thank you and any other upcoming information. You got anything?
No, I know what it is for me. Jesus loves you. So do I.
All right. So I'm going to stop share and then I'm going to unmute. And everybody, y'all can just give us some good energy. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Well, I thought I could. I guess. Hold on. All right, well, I guess not. Just wave at us, y'all. Wave at us. It won't let us do it. Thank you. All right. We love you guys. We do. Have a great, great night.